We're live.
All right. I'm Will, married, 6 kids. I've seen more red flags than a used car lot.
And I'm Dave, single, peaceful, and allergic to emotional nonsense.
Today, we're reading the biggest red flags from Reddit that I could find.
So you don't have to learn the hard way, like these poor fools did. Let's roll that beautiful intro, Joey.
Ew.
Been hating my job, I need to quit. Where'd I go wrong? Is this really it? I need to pick me up. Can you fix me up today? I can't keep living this way.
I love that intro so much. It's so good.
It's growing on me. I would say at first there was a little bit of apprehension because it's a little soft, I think, but honestly, it's grown. Yeah, I know, but it's grown on me enough that I love it too. It's great.
As you should. That thing is a banger, and I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, not that it was bad in the first place. I was just talking about for the podcast. That's it. And
you're just used to the Power Rangers intro that is all like metal, or like the 90s Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah, no, that one's the best one ever.
All the SWAT Cats intro. It was all like hard metal guitars all the time.
Oh, of course, that's all me, baby.
Yeah, you're all metal all the time.
All metal all the time. Yeah.
So, you got a birthday coming up in a couple days.
I do. Sunday, I will be 42. The answer to the universe and everything. Also, by the way,
life, the universe, and everything.
Life, the universe, and everything.
There you go. That's the answer to the question. We don't know what the question is, though. Sadly,
the question is me.
No, you're just the answer. It's the number is the answer. Unfortunately, we don't know the rest of the question.
Okay, yeah, you're right. That's true.
Yeah, Deep Thought was very clear about that.
Right. Giant computer only gives you half answers.
No, it was a whole answer. It just wasn't that you just didn't have the question.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. You know who's back though?
I think I do.
Well, it's Ari. He's back, but he's also walked away from his post, so I can't actually introduce him.
After all that, okay.
After all this, me saying Ari's back, and he walks away right as I'm saying it. What a guy!
Yeah,
he's a consummate professional, or consomme professional. He's a soup.
A super swell producer.
Super swell.
Super swell.
There he is.
You know, I part of me thought that you couldn't see me still, so I could just like wait and then like dip out, and then when you brought and then I'd be gone, and you'd be like, "Oh no, he's gone!" But you know what's worse? I hit another level of subliminal messaging. That
yeah. Okay, so you swapped your wristwatch over.
He did.
Hello.
Yeah.
This is the real me.
Yeah. Okay.
That was my red flag of the day.
All right. Yeah, so Ari's a liar, and that's a red flag. Got it. Duly noted. We're talking about red flags today, guys.
We are. Yeah. But first, we should talk about how did Christmases go, New Year's go.
Oh, they went fine. My improv team had a New Year's show, and we knocked that thing out of the park.
Nice.
Really? Was it good?
It was really good. Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could have been there.
Why weren't you there? Weren't you?
Oh, I was. I was there.
You were there, you absolute liar. Okay.
See? I did it.
This is not the way to start the new year, Ari. This is not the way to start the new year.
I'm sorry. I thought I could pick a trope for the red flags, and I could hold it like a standard bearer.
Your red flag is that you overcommit to the bit.
I do.
No.
I am a Hanukkah person, so we did Christmas. but I'm
Well,
focused on Hanukkah.
when I say Christmas, I mean, whatever your holiday is. I'm not
Life
trying
Day.
to specify that, it has to be
Yeah,
Christmas.
we did
Life
both.
Day.
Yeah,
Life Day is my day. That's my
Mm,
real day.
it's Festivus for the rest of us. Yeah, I
Right.
put up my Festivus poll, and ate a cracker, that kind of stuff.
That's
I
great.
watched Boba Fett as a cartoon.
That was a
That's
terrible cartoon. Star
Look,
Wars.
that whole special. I mean, look, I'm just saying, Life Day, man. Ewoks and Wookiees and parties, and Luke gets to sing.
The Star
It's
Wars
great.
Christmas special that they tried so hard to erase from history.
And that was a mistake. They should have embraced the madness.
They should have.
It's absolutely bananas.
They should have said, "This is terrible, and we're going to do one every year."
Like the random Barbara Streisand impersonator
wrong,
just
Will.
singing. Like it's
that's perfect.
so weird. I don't know. Like a bunch of celebrities were just there because they were like, Star Wars is cool, right? Kids are gonna love this, and
Also,
no one did.
Mark Hamill had just gotten off of his motorcycle crash, so he had that weird bob haircut.
Right.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
looked
it
like,
was
he looked like a female singer from like 1966.
he looked like one of the Partridges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Mark.
It was fun, and it was right after his really great turn with the Muppets. I think it was after.
Right.
I think it was after.
Yeah,
That might have been during Empire. I could be wrong, but
that was during Empire with the Muppets.
so that was right after the special.
Yeah.
Where he had just grown his hair back out. He was like, we're back. They don't need to replace me with a life model decoy.
Yeah, because they didn't have those in 1980, whatever.
Hey, Nick Fury did. That's all I'm saying.
But that was specialty, though. That's government specialty.
Yeah, I mean, and he's just a poor farmer from Tatooine.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that. He doesn't have government money.
You just made Luke Skywalker and Nick Fury the same character.
It doesn't matter.
Samuel L. Jackson is like, let me put down my purple lightsaber real quick and
pick up my white one, and then the blue one, or whatever. Yeah, it was like a super light blue one.
Imagine that if they did a spoof where Samuel L. Jackson was Luke Skywalker.
I think that would just be badass. I don't know.
I think it'd be kind of awesome. You could do like a little fake little high top fade for the Tatooine scene.
Honestly, I think it'd be great because it's like, Luke, Obi-Wan never did tell you about No, I am your father. He'd be like, bullshit. Motherfucker.
My daddy went to milk and he never came back.
Shit. That's not
He told me enough. He told me you killed him, motherfucker.
I'm gonna kill you back.
Now there's something that I must reveal then. I'm your father. Motherfucker. I'm your father. Motherfucker.
All right, don't bring the Death Star in, okay?
Death Star.
Who plays Han? Who plays Han in that movie? I need to know. Who plays Han, you guys?
Oh, who plays Han Solo? Billy D. Williams. You just
But then who plays Lando?
No. Billy D stays. Billy D
plays
stays.
Both? Is he playing Han and Lando?
Yeah. Oh wait, no. What you do is you get Hayden Christensen. You get Hayden Christensen to play Han Solo.
No, Richard Pryor needs to be Han Solo then.
Oh, if we've got Samuel L. That's not a bad call.
Yeah.
I mean, Arsenio's also not a bad option.
Okay.
I mean, with Samuel L. Jackson as Luke, like specifically Luke.
Richard Pryor is a little too old, and I don't know if alive still.
I feel like he'd be a great Obi-Wan.
At the time. I'm talking about at the time here.
Right, but think about it. Richard Pryor as Obi-Wan playing
Eddie
Vader.
Murphy. Are we just naming black actors?
No, it's
Eddie
just because
Murphy.
Richard Pryor would be hilarious as Obi-Wan.
Yeah, that's if Eddie Murphy. Let's see, that would be if
Eddie Murphy would be better as Obi-Wan.
Well, Eddie Murphy probably wouldn't do it though.
Eddie Murphy would be the greatest Han Solo of all time. It's just I don't know if it works with Samuel L. Jackson. That's the only problem. Eddie Murphy is Han Solo in real life.
No, you need like a tamer Han Solo if Sammy J is going to be if Sammy J is
Oh,
going
you
to
know
be
who you get not Eisenberg, the other guy from Juno.
oh, Michael Cera.
You get Michael Cera to play Han Solo.
Sarah.
Yeah, and he's just like so we did the Kessel Run in like 12 parsecs. You know, it's my very accurate Michael Cera.
Elliot Page plays Luke Organa, and then you do like a weird. It's two Lukes. You get two Lukes.
The two Utes.
Two Lukes.
Two Lukes.
Michael Cera when he has to say, "I know."
Oh, I know. That'd be like the one confident line he had. And him calling Samuel L. Jackson kid would be great.
Right.
So don't get cocky, kid.
You know who would be a good Obi-Wan though? I would love Dave Chappelle as an Obi-Wan. I really would. I think he'd be really fun dispersing
Wanda Sykes.
lying wisdoms.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Wanda Sykes is Obi-Wan. Wanda Sykes is Obi-Wan Kenobi, the end.
Okay. I'll give it to you.
I don't know if I want Wanda Sykes over Richard though.
Well, seeing as one of them's alive, I mean,
yeah, but Obi-Wan's dead. Why wouldn't we want Wanda Sykes in the part that she can?
how are we going to hire the ghost of Richard Pryor?
Easy, get like
He's
any of the
busy.
witches in
He's
Hollywood.
busy doing ghost cocaine. Leave him alone, okay? He's
all right. Ghost
he
cocaine
did
does
his
sound
nickel.
good.
Yeah, that's gonna be rad as hell. He's just off doing his ghost stuff.
I mean, it is a little bit of a red flag that he never shows up.
Right?
Mm.
He almost lost jobs because of him not showing up due to drug abuse. Anyway, so red flags, right?
Yes, red flags. Notice
Pryor did set himself on fire once.
the thumbnail that I made for this one. Notice we're the only ones with green flags because we're green flags.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah, that's nice. I appreciate your commitment to me being a nice person. Okay.
Well, I'm trying to help your image here, dude.
So, all right. Here we go. Let's start this beast.
Sounds good.
Open link.
So you want to start with that first one, Davey?
It's absolutely what I'm doing.
I like the first one. I think it's a good opener.
Okay. So many red flags, you can see them from space. This is in Best of Redditor Updates by Direct Caterpillar 77. Trigger warning, controlling behavior, emotional abuse, manipulation, and gaslighting. Okay. Oh boy, it's a very long post. Let's do this. Me, 26 female, boyfriend, 27 male. So I met my boyfriend while I was on holiday 3 months ago. The intensity of the feelings convinced me that it was love at first sight. He was full of grand proclamations of undying love, saying I am his everything and that I'm his reason for living. He said I'm his soulmate, that he wants to marry me, have children, the works. Already I'm running away.
Yeah.
He would preach about me to anyone who would listen. Very nice, including his mom, telling her to her surprise and delight that he had met the one. Back from holiday, 2 months of talking constantly, he loses his job and convinces me to give up everything to move to his country because he needs me, in air quotes. Oh my God.
Ooh.
So far, with plans to relax, get to know each other, save some money, and travel the world, it sounded like an exciting adventure. I was in a dead-end job and not particularly happy with how my life was panning out, so it seemed like a win-win situation. I realized that this in itself is Red Flag Valley, but he seemed so different. Everyone loves him because he has such a charismatic and happy personality. He came across as intelligent and pure. At least that's what I thought until I arrived here 4 weeks ago.
Oh.
And we have a bullet point list.
Oh, yay. I love it.
Number 1, on day 3, he convinced me to go get hair extension because he likes long hair.
Okay, just buy that by itself.
Yeah, by itself.
By itself. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Fine.
Sure.
Odd, but fine. I mean, like,
Right.
if he likes long hair, he likes long hair. That's whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Number 2, he doesn't tell me what to wear, but he makes me feel uncomfortable if I wear something he doesn't like.
Shitty.
Ugh.
How
Not right.
uncomfortable.
We don't have details.
Yeah.
Number 3, he suddenly decided I'm too pale and need to spend an hour in the sun every day.
Is that like a demand?
It sounds like a demand.
Spend time in the sun every day.
He
You
just locks her out of the house, right?
An hour specifically, too, is very controlling. Why not just, hey, maybe you should spend some time in the sun and leave it at that if
Yeah.
you want to say something that way? That's still weird, but you need to spend an hour. Here, Davey, I'm going to do this for you. Here, how about that? Davey, you must go outside and spend an hour in the sun so your skin can seem toasty for me. How does
Duly
that make you
noted.
feel?
Get out of my house. Okay.
You see?
Yeah,
Doesn't work.
New line.
So if okay. If we go bullet point by bullet point with a reaction to every single one, I'm afraid we're going to be here for a fortnight. So I'm going to go through and I'll stop every once in a while.
I like the fortnight, by the way. Go ahead.
Thank you. Well, I mean, I'm clearly reading somebody from the UK. She said, "Mum."
Yes.
Well, let's see. When we have fun time, he can be a bit too rough. I tell him he's hurting me, but instead of stopping, he just makes me feel abnormal, saying things like, "Girls usually like me doing it like this, and you just need to relax, and then you'll enjoy it." Okay, so I said I wasn't going to go point by point, but that's effed up.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
That's not good.
Also, for the record, you can remove consent at any time.
Mhm.
You can stop drinking your cup of tea anytime you want to, and nobody gets to be mad at you for not having the tea.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. He broached the topic of booty times and got angry when I said I didn't want to do it. He said, "You know how important it is to me," which came as a surprise because I've always said I didn't want to do it from day one. Okay. Once again,
Giant red flag flailing right behind.
once again, first of all, you don't want to do something, you don't got to do it. Number 2, who brings that up in day 1?
Yeah. No.
Hey, what's up, pumpkin? I don't like butt stuff. Oh, duly noted. Thank you for that information. We won't broach that topic.
Shouldn't have already been talked about. First off. Secondly, you angry about it. Like if you're angry about it, find somebody else.
Okay, so this is where I'm going to start enforcing this rule. Hopefully.
Okay.
Okay. 6. I got thrush after a week. This is a long paragraph. Let me get through it. He told me the symptoms were in my brain and I needed to cure it with positive thinking. Jesus. H. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. This is going to make my nose bleed, but I'm going to keep going. That is until he caught the thrush and went absolutely crazy. He freaked out saying he'd never had anything like this before. I tried explaining to him that it was nothing to worry about, but he wasn't having any of it. The next day, he made me go to the hospital. I felt incredibly anxious because I don't speak the language of this country, and he was speaking to the doctor in his language, and I had no idea what was going on. The doctor gestured for me to take off my underwear, and I was just crying from feeling so humiliated. Thrush confirmed, medication given. You think that would be enough? No. 1 day later, still a bit irritated down there, he marches me to a different doctor who, perplexed, rightly tell him we need to give the medication time. Still not enough. He calls his mother, who tells him it's normal and he should apologize to me. Yet after all this, every time we have any kind of discussion, he will bring it up, telling me I am not normal. He keeps wanting to inspect me. It's humiliating. He pulls me apart to have a thorough look and then tells me he won't uh, have intimate times with me because I'm too dry, too red, not normal. He says that no girl he has ever been with has had thrush, and that's a problem with me. And that's a problem with me. He's made my gynecological appointment at the hospital against my will because he wants me to get help for my fungal problem. I can't describe how dirty he is making me feel because of this. I still feel incredibly ashamed and scared that I'm not normal. I mean, I'd have
I
dumped
want
him
to
three,
cry.
I'd have dumped him three
That's
bullet points
valid.
ago.
That's a valley of red flags right there.
Right, seriously. This is a truckload, and I'm only on number 8.
That was, yeah.
That was
Number
number
8.
7.
Yeah, I know. I'm on number 8 now.
Oh, that was 6.
I think it's worth
Six
saying
wrong,
that
seven.
Oh, that was
big
6.
paragraph.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was
That's even
6.
worse.
Oh, this is even worse. He made me tell him everything about myself and my past because he wanted to feel close to me, but it feels like he is just using it against me. I told him about how I had body dysmorphia as a teenager and how I would stand in front of the mirror analyzing and belittling myself. Then suddenly, one evening, he made me stand in front of the mirror naked and wouldn't let me leave the room until I looked into my eyes in the mirror and said, "I love you." And I had to do it until he felt that I meant it. Gross.
Who is this guy?
He wants to be a therapist, apparently. And he's doing it the wrong freaking way. He's read way too many like teen romances or something. Number 8, he wants me to use the restroom with him there. The first time he brought it up, I told him I felt too uncomfortable to do that, but he got offended that I wasn't comfortable around him, so he wouldn't leave the bathroom until I did. Gross.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
this is just a list of red flags, and some of them have
No,
multiple
this is
red
like
flags.
legitimately, it's a bullet point list of red flags here.
Yeah.
The
9,
next one's even worse.
he criticizes my posture. When we walk to the supermarket, he lightly hits my upper back every time I slouch to remind me to sit up straight. Rude. 10, I wore flip-flops one time. We were walking up a steep hill, so obviously they made a bit of noise. And he looked at me in disgust, asking why I was stomping like a child and asking why I couldn't walk properly. Like, number 11, we never go out unless we are going to the supermarket or the gym. I feel like I'm getting cabin fever. Whenever I mention exploring because it's a new country and I haven't seen anything, he makes me feel bad. He says that he didn't think I was so material and didn't realize I needed things to make me happy. What? He says his company should be enough for me. Okay. 12. A week ago, at random, he wants to know why I haven't been fulfilling my womanly duties. Excuse
What?
me? Turns out he expects a woman to get up hours before him in the morning, clean, do laundry, and prepare his breakfast, and then wake him up when it's ready. I was really shocked at this and told him I don't agree with gender roles and that it should be 50-50, and he looked at me like I'm some kind of alien. But that's what a woman does. You're a woman. It's normal. You should want to do it, and you should do it smiling and with love. He said all of his exes did it without question, therefore making me feel like I'm not a real woman and that I'm abnormal for thinking otherwise. So all of his exes did it.
How many exes could that possibly be?
A
He
lot.
wants a mom.
I mean,
Right.
who would go out with him after hearing anyone in their environment or culture, like anyone in his group of people? Who would go out with this person?
I don't know
Also,
of a culture that does this. You know.
Yeah.
I-
That's
also,
what
there
I'm
are
thinking.
26 of these.
Oh yes. I'm sorry. Let me get back on track. Thank you, producer Ari.
Okay.
13, a week ago, he decided I was losing weight. I don't think I have. And it started to make me go to the gym. He says he wants me to get big legs and a big bum like the women from his native country, and is making me eat sickening amounts to achieve this. In fact, the other day, he made me eat a ridiculous portion of pasta. I feel like I was going to be sick, but he said, just look into my eyes and eat. Don't think about it. And he made me eat it all. Gross. 14, he's now decided I'm not allowed to eat meat because he's an overnight vegetarian, and no sugar because of my supposed fungal problem.
Okay,
15.
this is more than red flags here.
Yeah, this is full
Dude is
abuse.
psycho.
Yeah. 15. This week, I got a common cold, and once again, he marched me to the hospital. That's right, hospital for a cold. He decided that I'm a very sickly person with a lot of problems and looks at me like a basket case. He says I'm not normal. He says I make myself ill with negative thinking. Now would probably be a good time to mention he thinks people die from cancer unnecessarily because they could cure themselves with the brain.
I have a
Oi!
problem with that. I have a major problem with that.
Oh yeah, I know you do, buddy. I know you do. Yeah. So do I.
My
Yes.
mom had cancer too.
Yep. Yeah. You're talking to the cancer trio here, guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 16, prior to the move, he told me he smoked pot, which I didn't like, but he assured me it was only when he wanted to meditate and think deeply about life. Turns out that's nearly every day. He keeps pressuring me into smoking with him, even though I don't want to. He inhales it himself.
I have
and
a
then
major problem with that.
Right. He inhales it himself and then exhales the smoke into my mouth to make sure I do it properly.
Oh,
This guy's
Look,
just awful.
I love weed. I'm a huge smoker. You don't get to pressure somebody to smoke ever.
no.
It's
Nope.
it's the worst thing you can do.
Well, I mean, there's quite in regards to weed, I'm sure that is probably the worst thing you can do.
Look,
Um,
I don't think you should pressure anybody to do any kind of drug ever. You know,
Of course not.
and I'm somebody who thinks it can be helpful, but you can't tell it's like telling somebody to drink. Just
Yep.
don't. If they want to, you can support them in that, but don't force somebody to do anything
Mm-mm.
ever. That's
Ever.
just awful.
Yeah. Okay. So number 17, a week ago during one of these pot-induced meditations, he suddenly sits upright and tells me he realizes he can't promise me forever. He says he realizes that he was lost, quote unquote, when he met me, but now he is found. Also in those upside down brackets. Disturbingly, he has said that he has found himself a few times now. I tried questioning him and he said, I am trying to play games with his head. No, he was just high every time.
Yeah.
18, he's decided that he wants children in 6 months.
What?
I asked, you're right.
Fuck off. Pardon me.
Immediately he can just jump into a lake.
Yeah. Straight up.
Don't worry, Ari. I'm going to be doing some heavy bleeping for this
Yeah,
episode.
because I feel bad, but like this just sucks.
It's not great. Though, let's see. Okay, so he decided. I said, "What about the traveling?" And he was like, "I don't care about that anymore. I want my family now." Though, according to him, we both need to have a DNA test prior to conceiving to check that we are compatible. 19. Recently, he has dropped the bombshell that he doesn't trust me and never has. In his words, I think you're going to cheat on me every second. I have never given him any reason not to trust me. I'm an incredibly loyal person. I've been cheated on in the past and couldn't do it to anyone. He started saying he thinks I've only moved to the country because I had another man there. Don't see when I'd have the time to see another man as I'm with him every second. He said he never had this trust issue with any other girlfriend, and therefore he thinks he hasn't got trust issues in general. It's just a problem with me.
Oh.
My man is a lunatic.
His brain is cooked.
Seriously, what is he mixing with his marijuana?
It could be synthetic. To be honest, this kind of behavior does not seem like somebody who's just smoking normal stuff.
Dude, my man's got some Sid Vicious levels of drugs in him, I'm quite sure.
Unless he's just actually psychotic without the drugs, and then the drugs are making it worse. That's certainly also possible.
It would be weird for just, THC to do that, but
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor. Okay. 20. He started telling me he's noticed a man following us, and he's convinced this man wants me. That night, he comes into the bedroom with a hammer and locked the door, saying, "You never know who could get in." No, he's nuts. He's just Nuts, iconically nuts.
Mm.
21. He's got really funny about me using my phone. He doesn't understand why I want to talk to my family so much because according to him, he is my family now.
Oh no, run.
She should have run 20 points ago, my friend.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but whoa.
I feel like I have to hide in the bathroom to text my family or do it with him watching me to avoid arguments. 22. He demanded to see my phone one time, completely out of the blue. I was defensive and I said no, even though I had nothing to hide. I wish I had just given it to him now. The angry look in his eyes scared me. Never seen anything like that. He kept shouting, "Get out." I was crying because it was dark and I didn't know where I'd go. Don't care, get out. It wasn't until I broke down in tears and started shaking at the fear of being out in the streets in a foreign country that he changed in the blink of an eye and started stroking my hair, telling me everything would be okay. That is gaslighting.
Like textbook.
Yeah.
This is love bombing. This is love bombing after abuse.
Absolutely. It's love bombing after abuse. This is terrible. Okay, so 23. Okay, we're on 23. Thank God we're almost over. He said that he's going to start implementing a point system. Whoa. Okay. So when I do things wrong, I'll lose points. He says I'm not learning from my mistakes, and this is the only way he knows how to show me when I do something wrong. He also said he's going to put tests in my way, and it's up to me whether I pass them and show him I'm trustworthy or run into a trap like a rat.
What in the no?
I'm going to just go ahead and remind you that she's been with this guy for 4 weeks. Or was it 4 weeks or 4 months? Let me just scroll back up real quick. Remember
any amount of 4 months, 4 weeks, 4 days, 4 seconds.
Yes, she arrived 4 weeks ago. 24. He says that in order for him to trust me, I need to do everything he says without question. That he and I need to be one. He said for this relationship to work, I need to be his shadow. Just clone yourself. 25. He says that I have a lot of problems and I'm too negative and I argue too much. He suggested putting up cameras around the apartment so, and I quote, "You can watch how you behave," which I find insensitive considering he knows my issues and knows I hate having pictures and video taken. Problem is, I really don't think I am negative. Sure, I have become an anxious and negative person because of all the things. I've become anxious and negative because of all the things that have happened, but I really didn't think my problems were anything abnormal. It drives me crazy when he says we have arguments because I haven't shouted once. I only ever try to calmly question why he says or does something horrible and or contradictory, and that is his definition of me being argumentative. Let's see. What else? Final one. 26. He says a hell of a lot of contradictory things, and anytime I question his behavior or just try to resolve a disagreement in an adult, healthy way, he would tell me I am a dramatic girl. When I get upset about things, he said he gets upset saying that he would never say anything to hurt me. Everything he says is to help me because he just wants me to believe in myself and love myself.
Bullshit.
And to end her original post, there's more, but this is already way too long. I agree. I'm really sorry. I'm just going out of my mind. The way he is in public versus behind closed doors is a polar opposite, and he's convinced me that I am the one making him act this way. He's made me feel like I'm abnormal in so many ways. It's making me question everything about myself, and I'm starting to wonder if it is all my fault, and I am abnormal. I've made a big move. All I wanted is support and patience while I settle, but I don't feel like he has any patience or empathy at all. Please give me some outsider perspective on this. I feel like I'm going crazy.
Before we give our advice, I just want to say this person is safe. We can read the updates. They have gotten out of the situation.
Oh, great. We'll read the updates, but
we'll get there in a second. But I wanted to, just because this was very heavy, everything's fine now.
Happy
and people have warned her not to respond if he gets back in touch, but we'll get there.
Good. So my response: buy a plane ticket and go back home. Do it in the dead of night. and leave. I don't care if you leave your clothes there, whatever. Take your electronics and you leave. That's it. You know, done.
Anybody else dealing with something like this, you should have left like Davey, like not Davey. You said 20 ago, but Will, you specifically said that like I think it was like at like 6. But I honestly, after 3 strikes, the first 3 were already real bad. The first 3 were already real bad. And
number 4 is where I would say leave.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And after the 3, you need to get serious therapy with your partner if you want to make that shit work. And you've already kind of racked up a bunch of crap. First one, the hair thing, I don't really care. Sometimes people have weird kinks or things they like, and your partner can facilitate that if you're polite about it. But forcing somebody to do anything, nope, not great.
No. Any kind of like pressuring, especially when it comes to intimate moments, like stuff like that. No, sir. No. Like consent is the sexiest thing that there is. You know what I mean? And not I got her to say yes, but enthusiastically, right? Your partner needs to be enthusiastic about it. You know, at least in my opinion. Okay.
My opinion. Somehow this guy talked her into moving to a different country to be with him, which means he knows how to talk a big game. But it sounds like what happened is he talked the big game to get her there, and then he forced all of his own beliefs and his own crap on her, so much so, which I'm not even getting into all of the other stuff, but like just the extensions and the needing to, I guess, plump up, you know, eating more and all that kind of stuff. He did that stuff, the more simple things that we heard enough that it was too much to where even if this person is your neighbor and you're starting to date him and then he starts doing that stuff, stop seeing him.
Move.
If you move
away before you get anywhere close to being this type of
moved countries to be with this person and he's starting to do this, the first thing you do is tell somebody, not Reddit, tell your family, tell people that actually are going to help you get out of this situation. Get the hell away from this person.
Yeah, you can go to the consulate actually, and they'll protect you.
Exactly.
You know, they'll get you out of the country, man.
There's no reason for you to deal with somebody that talk about just super self-absorbed, and all that he cares about is what he thinks in his moment of thinking it, and that's it. So it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with him. Everything to do with him. Run like the wind, like become flash and go. Just go.
Normally I would try to move on from here, but because this is significant, there is more updates. There is some stuff just talking about that particular day for a couple of posts, and people telling her to run like you guys have. And then there is an update for Jan 31st, 2016, which is supposed to be the next day. They have a bit of a complete 180 with his behavior, which freaks her out even more. And then, you know, he starts crying and there's more stuff. I think it's worth reading. And then eventually she gets in contact with her mom and starts the process of coming home. And she does end up going home. But I think it might be worth reading just because we get a little bit of resolution to all of this.
Yeah.
Let me a long read.
Okay. You want me to read the Jan 31st?
I think it's a good move. Yeah.
Okay, great. Everybody's saying girl run. Okay. So update January 31st, 2016, next day. So he came home last night and I pretended to be asleep. I don't know what else to do. I felt paralyzed. Then, very early this morning, he was looking at me suspiciously, telling me I seemed very nervous, which made me feel even more unnerved because I wondered if he knew what was going on. Yeah, hold on. Okay. So here's the thing. I need to actually read this up the first update. Otherwise, I have no context. Okay, so in the comments, it's 9:15 here. It's dark. I wouldn't even know where to go to find a taxi because where he chose for us to live is a very quiet part of the country, and there's not many people around in the evening. I don't speak the language. I feel overwhelmed. And worse is he knows that my mother's home. He knows my mother's home address because he sent me flowers while we were a long distance. Feeling extremely anxious. Okay. Like him everywhere, blah, blah, blah. So he came home last night and I pretended to be asleep. I don't know what else to do. I felt paralyzed. Then, very early this morning, he was looking at me suspiciously, telling me I seemed very nervous, which made me feel even more unnerved because I wondered if he knew what was going on. I was shaking, and he said, "Why are you being like this? It's like you think I'm going to hit you or something." That triggered something in me. I thought, this is it. I'm trapped. And I broke down crying, leading him to storm into the bedroom, slamming the door. But then a little while later, he opened the door and asked me to come in. His mood had done a complete 180, and he was almost too calm, possibly even sad. Out of the blue, he says we couldn't go on like this anymore. He says I'm crying all the time, too negative and discussing too much. Read, questioning his behavior too much. He said that he realized 2 days ago in a meditation that it isn't our destiny to be together. He said I'm not the person he had created in his brain when he met me. His exact words were, "I created an angel and then you opened your mouth." Sir. Wow.
Oh,
Excuse me, my good bitch. No, sir. Oh my God.
Do you want to pause here and take that for a second?
I'm
I kind of want to
I'm
embrace this
gobsmacked.
moment a little bit.
I'm gobsmacked. I created an angel in my brain and then you opened your mouth. How insane is that of a sentence?
Mhm.
Oh my God. This guy. Oh, I hate him.
I have always been the savior guy, the guy that's trying to talk better about a person, knowing the person is a good person and everything. But even if I know the boyfriend, I'm trying to make sure that the female, in most situations, in my case, they are aware of how awesome and wonderful they are, and that they shouldn't be taking the crap that they're taking, whether or not they are dating my friend or not. I've always been trying to do that, and Dave can say, yeah, I totally have done this since high school, or before high school, even, like,
Well,
always.
Super Chillin' wants everybody to not be abused, which is kind of rad.
And this right here makes me want to buy a plane ticket and go beat somebody's face in. Like, what the heck is wrong with this guy?
Well, let that simmer. Dave, keep going.
Yeah. Okay. He said he's losing more patience with me every second. And even though I've done a lot for him, it's not enough because he says he loves himself and is happy all the time. So he needs someone who is the same, as well as a real woman. In those inverted commas there, cooking and cleaning every day. He said his brain is crazy around me and he can't deal with it anymore. His parting words were, "Believe in yourself, love yourself." I found myself getting more upset and more confused, but instead of following my inclination to bargain with him, I know, I truly can't explain it. I tried to remember the things I had read on here and played along just in case this was some kind of test or manipulative behavior. I packed as quickly as I could, though it was in a day, so I'm pretty sure I've left things. The whole time I was packing, he stayed sitting on the bed, just staring at the wall, the same position, not moving once. And then I left. No fight, no struggle, no words, nothing. I felt paranoid, waiting for something to happen for him to react. I don't know, for some kind of trap, but no. I simply walked away. I was thinking all night about which exit strategy to use, but he made it so easy. He, in essence, was the one to let me go. I'm not complaining, but Jiminy, he has it confused me all the more. My mom knows everything. I sent the link to this post as suggested. She's absolutely mortified, but just wants to get me home. She has booked me on a flight back to England, I called it, for this evening and stayed with me on the phone while I found a taxi to get me to the airport. I have a long time to wait, but my mom said she'd rather know that I'm at an airport surrounded by people rather than being anywhere near him. So I thought I'd use this opportunity to update you all because you have all been so supporting. I'm really overwhelmed by all the messages and advice. I wasn't expecting it, really. Thank you for your kindness. I'm glad that Reddit sometimes is not a trash fire.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just sitting alone in the airport, shell-shocked, wondering what the heck just happened. I read my original post again, and no, I haven't exaggerated a thing. Everything happened exactly as I said. Actually, more than those 26 things happened. If anything, I omitted details in an attempt to keep the post short. But the way he acted this morning wasn't what I was expecting. And from reading your replies, it's not what you were expecting either. So it has completely thrown me off guard. Honestly, I almost feel ashamed to tell you all what happened in case you also find it odd and question me like I am questioning myself right now. I know it doesn't excuse everything he has done, but does it give you a different perspective on things? Does this say more about me than it does him? Or is it manipulation to put the blame on me? That's the one. I know he cannot bear the thought of anyone thinking badly of him. He wants to be idolized too much. He's clearly a narcissist. People use the word narcissist all the time anymore, but this
100%.
Maybe it's from speaking to his friend, or maybe I really am at fault and have been all along, because I keep thinking that if he is that controlling, then why wouldn't he try to keep me there unless he realized he couldn't control me the way he expected? Please don't shoot me down for saying these things. I don't know. I don't understand the way this has panned out, and I am desperately trying to make sense of it. I feel like a TV crew are going to walk out at any moment and telling me this has all been some kind of sick joke. I'm not purposely trying to sound like a naive idiot. I'm just finding it extremely hard to think logically or think at all for that matter.
That's because of him. He did that on purpose.
He did that on purpose. That was his whole gambit.
Yep.
I mean, his last words to me was that he wants me to believe in myself and love myself for Christ's sakes. I feel so confused and ashamed. My brain has whiplash from being on the roller coaster of his multifaceted personality. That's a great word. I love that. And feels even more scrambled right now. Nothing is really sinking in. Too long didn't read. I'm at the airport waiting to fly home. Made a little update to the post February 1st, the next day. Update. I'm home. I had a lot of people asking me to post that I got home safely, so I just wanted to take the time to let you know that I am home safe with my wonderful mom. To everyone that has responded, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You showed me compassion when I needed it the most, and at the end of it all, your advice was the wake-up call I needed and gave me more strength than you will know. Thank you 1,000 times from me and my mom. I have got like this post-nasal thing happening right now, so I'm like muting myself to cough, and it's like driving me crazy. Anyway, just so you know, I'm gross.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, and like Ted Bundy didn't kill every woman he met. A fisherman throws back a fish every once in a while.
I wonder if this man is now in whatever prison. You know what I mean?
Very well could be, based on all of these different things, plus more that we don't know about.
Right.
Yes. Tell me there's
violent
a fun
tendencies.
Dude, this one post has rolled us almost to the end of the.
No,
of the
I this is why I was saying normally we'd want to get a bunch done with more posts, but I felt like this was significant enough to spend some time on, because it is all of the examples of red flags we would find in one post.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do want to make sure that everybody knows I would not jump a plane to go beat up a person. But
No, it's just,
if I was going to do that, this would be the person I would do that to.
that's your dad instinct, right? That's
Exactly.
legitimately your dad instinct, and like, that's fair. But we
Yeah.
also know that we are adults, and
Well,
you're
and
going to be old in 2
look,
days. So,
anybody who has ever loved anybody, I mean, you have kids, so it's more potent,
Mhm.
but anybody who's ever loved anybody, if you think of this happening to them, you want to do the same thing. You won't, because most of us are sane enough to not go and commit violence in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah.
But this is that kind of thing that it makes you want to raise an army
Yeah.
for
And that's
whoever is the victim of this.
And that's exactly what I mean. Like that, it makes me that mad. Like it makes me think about my kids and my girls and what I would go through, what I would do to uh, just make sure that this person had his butt handed to him. Because
mhm.
it just that you don't treat people like this. And I mean, I would like to think that I have raised my girls good enough that they would know that we are here for them and that they don't need to go through this kind of thing, and we're support and we're here, and there's other people that are here, and all that, and I'm sure that's the way it is. But just thinking about if they would have to go through something like this because they think that this is all they have, like that, no, that's not I can't do that. No, I have to do something. And that's where that comes from, that I'm going to get on a plane and I'm going to go, serve him his own butt. But at the same time, like, I want to make sure everybody knows that that's not something that is a normal thing. I'm not going to go spend extra money to go
Will,
fly.
if they've been listening to this podcast for
I'm
any length
sure
of
they
time,
want to do the same thing.
they know that we are, 1, mostly pacifists, 2, broke, and
Right.
3, generally don't
Condone being
condone violence.
somebody to.
Can we take a second to talk to young men that are struggling with mental health issues in general?
Yeah.
A lot of people make mistakes. This is not a person that has made mistakes. This is a person that has repeated offensive and abusive behavior over and over and over again in different shades and colors. Please, if you are having a problem and you happen to make a mistake and you hurt somebody, go seek help right away, first thing, before you turn into somebody who does something like this.
Or if you
Because
think that you're going to get in this position or a position close to this, adjacent, I guess, you want to get as much help as you possibly can. And there's plenty of help out there.
Yeah.
And if you've been a victim of somebody like this, also, like,
Get
talk
help.
to your family, get help. These things are life-altering
Mhm.
situations and won't
big
leave
stuff.
after you've left the situation. It's going to be with you forever, whether you are the abusee or the abuser. And anybody, this is like a war. This is like a war. It's gonna fuck with your head. So, like, if you
Yeah.
find that you are feeling angry enough to treat somebody this way, go get help. If you have been treated this way, go get help. Make
Yeah,
sure you're not alone.
hurt people, you know what I mean? So, like,
You don't want to keep a cycle going.
no. Nip that in the butt, as it were, or snip it in the butt. Nip it in the bud.
Nip
That's the
it
word.
in the bud. Yep.
Yeah. My goodness, I don't know. Like, there's not a funny one in this list.
It's a hard one because red flags are red flags for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody has things and trauma that they take with them, and things that if you don't watch out for your own mental health, you're going to end up messing somebody's day up. But red flags are how we figure out who is safe to be in our orbit. And
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
it's
It's called a
if
red
somebody
flag
is
for a reason.
sensing red flags on you, it's an opportunity to try and be a better person.
Yeah. I mean, like, and also other people have like different versions of red flags,
Yeah.
you
Mhm.
know.
Yeah, if
I
you
wish we
yourself
had another
have,
example that is much more benign,
Mhm.
so that we could show a little bit of contrast. Unfortunately, this was so all encompassing. I haven't had time to read the others.
And if you have an issue with that or anything and you can't find an outlet, please let us know and we will help you find an outlet,
Yes.
because we want to be the good. We want to be the help. So if you
Mhm.
feel like this is you and you don't have another outlet, please comment, send us an email, fixyourlifepod@gmail.com, and we will do what we can to help you. And trust
We'll
me,
connect you to people
with
who can
the
really
with the
do some
three
good.
of us, we are connected enough, on top of we have enough responsibility behind ourselves, that we will help you find some way to deal with what you need to do wherever you are.
And I think we definitely all have people in our lives that have been at least on some part of this scale, and I've had to do some work to fix things up. So
Right. Yeah,
it matters.
it does.
And if you're struggling with this, you matter. So
Yep.
call us, call somebody.
Anybody.
Mhm.
Do something. And if it takes talking to some random dudes on a podcast that you happen to like, talk to us. We can help you, because we're not going to look the other way.
Right. Oh my gosh. That one was
And
heavy, dog. That was
look,
heavy.
by the power of the cat wand,
Yeah, well,
everybody is fine now.
That's the Scooby-Doo ice cream cone. I refuse to call that a cat wand.
It's a cat wand.
It looks like Scooby-Doo. It looks like an ice cream cone.
it definitely looks more like a dog than a cat.
I mean, yeah, it's gotten a little squished. The cheeks used to be puffier.
Okay, well, I mean, I could see it if the cheeks were puffier, but still.
You know?
Oy vey.
I mean, guys, I know it's not quite an hour, but that episode actually feels
I mean, that feels solid to me.
like this was kind of the best example I can imagine to cover an entire episode on.
Dog.
If we were gonna,
Do you hear my voice right now? That's how long that post was.
yeah, if we
You know.
were gonna do pod on one thing, then I would say that one post was probably the one to
Yeah.
do things on. Of course,
Seriously.
the next one though, we're gonna try and make some good stuff happening. The next pod.
We're gonna make some good stuff happening.
I want to hear. I want everybody to hear some good stories, not just this. You know.
No, yeah, this was emotionally draining. It
Yeah.
was moving. It was all
Emotional
kinds of difficult-
damage.
Yeah, I started out like, hey, and
Now it's emotional
Will,
damage.
Will, when you decided that you were going to come up with the podcast ideas for this week, was it you who were all like, you know, what'd be fun is red flags, or was that Nicole?
No, it was me. And the
Mm.
reason that I came up with that was because this is a good note to end on here, is when I started dating Nicole, her family wasn't like a whole bunch sold on me. Partially
Dude,
because
I've known you for 40 years. I'm not sold on you yet.
look, when Dave met me, he hated me for the first like 2 weeks.
well, I mean,
Anyway, they weren't sold on you. Go on.
they weren't sold on me, and the first Thanksgiving that I was around, and her family came to visit from Idaho, they, knowing me, brought a one of those little bike flags, the ones that like come up the back of the bike and then they're like tall,
Like an orange flag. Yeah.
like orange flag. Well, they found one that was a red flag and they brought it to me and they're like, haha, you're a red flag, and it was a little bit of a joke for a minute. I am now part of the family. It's not, I wasn't that big. I did think of it that way. I see your face.
I'm mad about that.
But no. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was totally a joke and they meant it as a joke. And I know that they meant it.
I'm glad about that. That. Good.
And Jordy, shout out to Jordy. He and his wife, they brought the flag to me and they're like, oh, here's your present. And it was a little red flag and I played along, like, haha, but like I'm part of the family now. And like it was a joke. That was the whole point.
That's good. Okay. I'm glad it was funny and not like hurtful.
Yeah, it wasn't a hurtful thing. They weren't trying to make me feel outcast or anything like that. And they don't this Christmas when we went down there and hung out with
just used to Nicole's normal taste.
Yeah. And they were just trying to give me a little guff is all.
Oh, well, that's perfectly
normal.
acceptable.
That's normal.
Yeah.
And they were just more playful with it, and that was great. And I had fun with that. And I still have the red flag around here somewhere.
You should. Yeah. I want that in the next episode.
Well, if I can find it, I will definitely bring it out. But yeah, it little things like that. That's fun to do. But they knew different than that. They knew that I wasn't like, if Nicole's actually spending as much time with me and wanting me around her and her children at that time, then obviously I can't be that bad of a person. And they know me now, and we're all family and everything's great. So
that's good.
And I'm happy to have them in my life, and they're happy to have me around, and it's all good.
Well, I'm glad someone's happy.
Do you guys have any red flags you want to, since this was so heavy, do you have any red flags you want to talk about towards the end here? Any specific, like a single small thing? Because these were all big red flags. I'm thinking more, like somebody put the spoons on the wrong side. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So here, I was hoping it was going to be more like, people wearing toe socks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is not what happened.
No.
Though in fairness, toe socks are they I don't know what it is. They set off the alarm bells in my head.
It's an orange flag. It's a caution. Yellow, orange. It's a caution.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Mine is I just get upset when people don't care about their job. Or not their job, but like their thing that they do. Like if you're not giving your all to your thing, why do the thing? Even if it's working at a grocery store, just be the best fucking clerk you gotta be.
No, I agree. I like that.
I also have
commitment.
Well, I mean, I also think that there is something to be said for not caring about your job because you need to survive.
Well, if you got a shitty boss, but I mean, if this is your career, if I use that example, the grocery store clerk, most people aren't looking for that as a career, but somebody out there is. And if that's what they want to do, they should give it their all. If it's just a job, that's just a job. But if that's your thing, like I want to play volleyball, I'm going to be the best goddamn volleyball player there is. I love that person.
If you don't have like any kind of art in your heart at all, like if you don't listen to music and you don't like TV and you don't like movies and you don't draw, you don't look at pictures, you don't read books, that's a huge red flag for me, man. Like, how do you human without art?
Yeah, it's got to be something there.
Yeah, I mean these are my small red flags, right? Like
also,
the big red flags we're all taken care of.
The biggest one, the real biggest one, is if you root for Billy Zabka in The Karate Kid, like that Barney boy.
Billy Zabka.
You deserve pain in your life. Lots of banana peels to slip on.
The Barney boy. What are we talking about? What?
In How I Met Your Mother, Barney Stinson loves Billy Zabka and votes for him as the Karate Kid. And it's wrong. You can't vote for the blonde boy. That's not how it works. You can't do it. It's a hot take. I don't like it.
Because they're blonde. That's a red flag.
Oh, the Cobra Kai dude. Yeah.
You can't. You can't. You can in the Netflix show, but you can't in the original movies. You can't do it. He's in the wrong.
Because
he's not.
And he learned better.
But also, okay. So all right.
Yeah, let's end on a fight.
LaRusso started the bullshit, right? He started it. He kept poking the guys and like
he's just a boy who wanted a home, Davey.
He's a boy who wanted a home and to steal somebody's girlfriend and pick a fight with 6 skeletons by hitting them with a hose.
He didn't want to steal the girlfriend. He just wanted the girlfriend. I don't think he wanted to steal anybody.
I mean,
right. And then
yeah,
like he wasn't wearing a striped shirt with the bag over his shoulder going.
And look, there was an illegal kick to the head that won him the tournament. Sorry.
Yeah.
He was told to do it. He was trained.
And that sounds like a red flag right there. Your teacher's teaching you wrong.
Oh, so he was just following orders, Ari? Is that where we're going?
Look, you're voting for the blonde kid with the blue eyes. So
I think they both should have been disqualified. Honestly, as somebody who went to karate tournaments and kung fu tournaments and like martial arts tournaments, right?
Well, yeah, one should have been.
They both should have been disqualified immediately. Like, Billy Zabka should have been disqualified for intentionally trying to break the guy's knee.
Well, and also just fighting outside of the tournament and
fighting
ruining
outside
the media for the tournament. Like, that's already a no-go.
Right, absolutely.
And then, yes, I will say LaRusso disqualification for the kick. That's fair, assuming the rules of the tournament don't allow the kick.
The rules of the tournament clearly don't allow the kick.
No.
There's no tournament that allows you to kick somebody in the face, especially a point-getting tournament.
And yet they let it happen.
Yeah, because it was good for the end of the movie.
Look, I'm just saying, it's like Mankind and the Undertaker. He throws him off the thing twice. That shouldn't have happened, but it did, and it was awesome.
Sure. Now, that being said, I like that they, make up eventually, but,
I mean, yeah, they're buddies now.
The real monster is Kreese, and we all know it.
Yep.
It's Miyagi, man.
Miyagi.
It's not a monster.
Miyagi's not a monster.
Think about it like this. You guys have watched Rurouni Kenshin, right?
And?
All I'm saying, Miyagi can do a lot of stuff, and he's teaching this LaRusso boy everything he knows. So if you want to say LaRusso's in the wrong, whose fault is that?
What?
If for some reason you want to say LaRusso is in the wrong, and
no, LaRusso being in the wrong for picking on a bunch of for picking fights with the skeleton boys at the
they picked the fight.
They don't pick the fight. I hate to say this, but he sets up a hose and drenches them in the restroom.
Yeah.
Light pranking. He didn't take nobody's stuffed animal. Bury it in the park.
All right, this is enough.
Yeah.
I'm not having this. I'm not having this at the end of the most serious podcast we've ever done. Anyway, let's get that beautiful outro going, please. Is the outro that we have written in any way good now? After that, yeah. So
guys,
this has been Will and Dave. Fix your life. Call your mom.
Call your mom. Have a laugh. Go to the zoo?
Hey, let's just wing it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you have heard anything today from our podcast, all of our things that we have said throughout this whole story, not stories, but story, that you think pertain to your life, please get help. Do anything you can to get help. That being said, if people that you know are like this, maybe talk to them, maybe figure that out, because life is not like this.
Long?
You can't do this kind of stuff.
It sucks, man. It sucks being a jerk. Don't be a
It's gonna
jerk.
make Will have a coronary, and we really don't want that. We
I'm
want
not
to do more podcasts.
Just
No,
make sure.
no. If Will has the coronary and dies, we're still doing the podcast. He's just going to be sitting there in his casket.
Are we
Yeah.
gonna do the Craig Ferguson thing where we get the
We get a skeleton. Yeah.
Perfect.
weekend at Will's?
Right.
Weekend at Willie's.
No.
No.
Weekend
No.
with Willie's?
I'm gonna just that didn't
No
happen.
Willie's. Okay.
No willies, please.
If you're
all
trying
right.
to live your life,
Look, we had to have a laugh. This was so rough. It was so
What the-
dark and sad.
This last 15 minutes or so has been us just coping.
Yes.
yeah,
Hard.
Seriously. There's
Whoever
resources
you are
out there.
I'm glad you're safe. Please don't date
Yeah.
any more creeps.
exactly.
Don't move to another country within 2 months of knowing somebody. Might
Or
be the
an
thing.
escape plan
Or without an escape plan. Yeah.
without
And
an
if they
escape
say
plan.
Elvis is alive, maybe also just they're not ready.
Right. Oy vey. Well, I've been Dave.
Man, I've been Will.
I'm producer Ari boy.
Sorry.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Joey, please cheer us up with that outro.
Help.
Let's go.
Been hating my job. I need to quit. Where'd I go wrong? Is this really it? I need to pick me up. Can you fix me up today? I can't keep living this way.